Welcome to my marketing strategy presentation on Albertsons. My name is Carlos Castillo, and throughout this presentation, I will describe how Albertsons uses its marketing strategies to achieve a profitable company. So this slide shows the industry and company overview. So Albertsons has invested a lot into their digital app, trying to create a personalized experience. In this case, they use the omni-channel because they're an in-store and becoming a mobile app site, and they want to run smoothly in both of them. But there's many companies that try to do this as well, so they have a lot of competition. But Albertsons wants to have their own unique ways that they're doing it. They have companies such as Kroger, Walmart, Costco, and Amazon that are in this sort of company overview. Um, Albertsons wants to create a more personalized experience for customers, and in this case, they're trying to appeal into all income level consumers. So an example is in their mobile app, they have a way that you're able to get cash back for travel rewards, and that's more for the higher income people, so they're able to travel more and do shopping as well. So they've had a gross margin of about 28% throughout the past 5 years, according to IBS. And this is pretty good overall compared to other companies. And this makes Albertsons in number two, right behind Kroger. So they have like unique ways, such as their groceries, pharmacy, and health beauty that they use to try to get as many customers that they can. So they've been investing into development strategies such as their AI, trying to create a personalized shopping experience for many. They're trying to just get simple data from all customers just to collect and then be able to find like what they like and what they don't like. So the next slide's gonna be on target market and position. So usually in this case, Albertsons more female skewed. I found this in an article I was reading saying that how most of the female are the ones shopping and the males are doing the mobile order. So this is like Albertsons try to use this data for their advantage. They want to be able to find all the demographic people that are going to their stores. They're trying to find the market segments that are needed, such as behavioral and the psychology behind it. So for the most part, Albertsons more of a household needed place. So if you have like a big family, it's more cheaper to just go to Albertsons for the shopping instead of going to like another store such as Target, for example, which doesn't have as many groceries and fresh ingredients. But in this case, they have tough competitors and they want to boost their digital sales and pharmacy sales to be able to compete with all these competitors. Since they're currently in 34 states around the United States, and only in the United States, they haven't expanded internationally. And since they're mostly in California, they have more of a West Coast competition other than the East, but they are popular in the East as well. They always try to put customers first into the loyalty program, trying to build unique ways such as their cashback reward system and building a demographic throughout states. And they want to be known as like a budget friendly and unique personalized experience. So now I'm gonna be transitioning into the four P's of Albertsons. So the four P's are promotion, product, place, and price. So we're gonna transition into this. So we're gonna be talking about the product and their product strategy and their brand management. So for example, Albertsons does have its unique brands such as the Dairy Farms, Open Nature, and Signature Select is its most common unique brand. So they have stuff such as bread, cereal that are all part of just Albertsons brand. They want to build a unique way to be able to attract more customers in a cheaper and more um, competitive way. So this is what makes Albertsons unique is the USP, which stands for unique selling position, and that's their affordable groceries. And they try to have competitive pricing with its other locations. Albertsons wants to be able to be built in locations that are more accessible to people. So this is why they create a blueprint to try to find like what customers are going where, and they want to create that experience for all customers to be able to go. So for example, like the front stage examples could be like the way employees act to customers. That could be a great example of like why some customers may or may not want to go back, because that could be a huge influence into why. So a backstage example could be such as people putting away their truck or making sure everything is good in the order. I mean, in the store. So they just have to make sure everything is good in the store to be able to find the products accessibly and to be able to have everything that the store needs. So this is going to be on place, distribution, and price strategy. So Albertsons does use distribution methods such as their warehouse for their products. In this case, they have the multi-supply chain. Since they don't just have Albertsons, but they have other companies such as Safeway and Vons. So using just similar centers, distribution centers, and warehouses creates the products faster and easier and more affordable for Albertsons. So Albertsons is known for its in-store purchases and digital sales. So this is why Albertsons has that omni-channel, which I have explained in previous slides. So they use third-party delivery apps such as Uber and to be able to cater into different customer experiences. They want to build a value-based area for customers. So they also have value-based pricing to attract more customers into their stores. They use pricing strategies such as competitive marketing and loyalty-based pricing to gather as many customers to Albertsons stores. So an example of loyalty-based can be if a customer goes and gets a product pretty often from Albertsons, they are able to get coupons for that item to be able to go back into Albertsons, which would create just a cycle for them and Albertsons to be able to go back, buy more products, and be able to get more from Albertsons. And another example I used was dynamic pricing, which is a way that Albertsons uses to be able to stay competitive with other stores. So next is going to be Albertsons uses strategies such as advertising, digital marketing, and sales promotion to attract as many customers. So this is another example that they use their Omni mix to attract different targeting loyalty programs, and they want to build like a community base. Um, so they use the digital marketing strategies, but they also use traditional marketing with ads on TV and newspapers with coupons. So next we're gonna wrap up my presentation, and I'm gonna talk about Albertsons opportunities that they could achieve and their ethical business practices that they do. So Albertsons global strategy and ethics, they are mainly based in the United States. But they get their raw materials from other countries such as Mexico, Asia, and Latin America countries. It depends where they're getting the products, like the brand and the factories that they're using. So in this case, they have international shipping, but this could come with many risks such as shortages and delays, which could affect their profit. An ethical example that Albertsons uses is they have reducing waste in their own brand products, such as Signature Select, which minimalizes the plastics that they use. So next, I will briefly talk about the growth recommendations I would give to Albertsons. So first of all, I would say building a stronger AI for its loyalty program. Since AI is becoming more and more used throughout different companies and brands, I would say Albertsons needs to build that into its system to be able to stay up to date with other companies that are using it. Another example I would use is expanding their own brand products, such as Signature Select. They could be able to use other brands and building not just groceries, but they could do like shampoos and soaps. They could do a lot with their brands. So I would say taking more pride with their brands to build a uniquer experience. So in this case, they use a SWOT is a perfect alignment that Albertsons uses to take advantage to their company name. Lastly, I would talk about their Christian worldview that Albertsons has. So they're not a Christian company, but they have um, similar ethics and they build a community created actions. So an example is they have caring for families and neighbors. They care for the earth, such as their own brands, reducing plastic. They create an ethical work basis for employees, just to follow guidelines in the US, but to be able to be ethically right for the employees. They donate their meals to families, and they just have different programs to reduce waste. And then these are the references I use for my presentation. And thank you.